We're just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Ball carrier.
Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
7-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And
for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's third and short.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
It's complete to Fuller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield off the play fake. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This is taken at the 18. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Fuller. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
2-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Texans nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Texans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Texans first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
It's sad they pay me.
Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown, Browns.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain
They
of
follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. of the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson, and that'll be incomplete.
Watson
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Texans.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
We'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield with it once more. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Browns 28, Texans 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coach.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 27, Mayfield. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are pouring it on.
Kick is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Texans first.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. A give. This is Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The tackle
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after them now.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. It's complete. Stills. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Handoff comes to Chubb. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Oh, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. Space to run past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. And they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
24,
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 43.
Good position to be in here, second and inches.
It's second and inches.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Carried by the wide receiver.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, Mayfield. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
4 yards.
A good pickup there of 22.
First down.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They get this out left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season, and the Browns continue to roll.
Extra point in.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Browns 42. Texans.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Watson drops it off for Chubb. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Check. Open it forward. Watch the screen. Pass. Check.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
11 yards there, first down.
First down, Houston.
From the 50, it's Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100, and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Stills the intended target, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score, Browns 42.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball. They